Covered calls or cash secured puts. Which one actually makes you more money? Both are beginner friendly option strategies, both can generate steady income, and both use stocks you already know. But if you're wondering where you'll get the biggest bang for your buck, this video is for you. Stick with me because I'll break down how each strategy works, the risks, the reward, and finally, which one puts more cash into your pocket. Let's get into it. Covered calls are when you own 100 shares of a stock. You sell a call option on those shares. You get paid a premium. If the stock goes above the strike price, your shares may get called away. Think of it like renting out your stock. You keep collecting rent until someone buys the house. Cash secured puts. You set aside enough cash to buy 100 shares. You sell a put option. You get paid a premium. If the stock goes below the strike price, you're forced to buy it, but at a discount. Think of it like getting paid to place a buy limit order. Here's a covered call example. Buy 100 shares of Apple at $180, which is $18,000. Sell a 1-month call at strike 185 for $2 premium. That's $200 income. If Apple stays below $185, you still keep the $200. But if Apple goes above $185, you still keep the $200, but your shares may get sold at $185. Here's a cash secured put example. Don't buy yet, just hold $18,000 cash. Sell a 1-month put at strike price of $175 for $2 premium. That's also $200 income. If Apple stays above $175, you keep the $200 and your cash. If Apple drops below $175, you're forced to buy Apple at $175, which is also a discount. In general, cash secured puts and covered calls pay about the same on the same stock/strike price/expiration. Why? Because they're mirror strategies. One is agreeing to sell shares and the other is agreeing to buy them. Here's an example. If the Apple call pays $200, the put at a similar strike price also pays around $200 as well. So the question isn't really which pays more, but which works better for your situation. Here are the pros and cons of each. The pros for covered calls would be they're great if you already own shares and you generate income on stocks sitting in your portfolio, works best in sideways or slightly bullish markets. Now, the cons of covered calls. It requires a lot of capital, 100 shares. Capture upside if the stock explodes high. Now the pros of cash secured puts. Great if you want to buy shares at a discount. You get paid while waiting for the stock to dip, and works best in sideways or slightly bullish markets. Now here are the cons. It still requires a lot of capital, enough cash for 100 shares. And if the stocks tank, you still have to buy it and could face losses. Over time, the income is very similar. The difference depends on whether you want to own the stock right now or buy it later at a discount. Covered calls equals income from shares you already own. Cash secured puts equals income from cash you haven't invested yet. Neither is strictly better, but if you want to maximize monthly income, start with covered calls on stocks you already own. Then use puts on stocks you want to own next. That's all for today's video. If you like this video, make sure to give it a like and also be sure to subscribe for more content. Thanks for listening.